Okay, this is Joe. It's Monday. It's actually Monday. It's Memorial Day. And this is the basic stuff that I use to make my black bean burgers with. I use about a cup of breadcrumbs, 1 can of black beans, and I do rinse those very well. Some egg beaters, or real egg is what I get at Walmart. Some cayenne pepper. I have a half of an onion and a half of a green bell pepper chopped up. And with the cayenne pepper, it's just a 1/4 teaspoon of it. Okay? I do have a food processor. You see the black beans sitting on top of it. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bell peppers and my onion. Now, the recipe that I looked at first said to use red or yellow bell peppers, but to me, bell peppers basically taste the same. So I'm using green because that's what I happen to have in the house. If I have others, I'll use others. I put that in the food processor first, and then I go ahead and turn it on. So I'm just going to pulse that. Real good food processor, but what I have works for me here. I usually scrape down the sides a couple of times. You don't want it to get real pasty. You want it to kind of have a lot of chunk left in it. But with the bell peppers and the onions, you can, that's why I do these first, because you can basically do those quite a bit more. Here we go, a little bit more here. Before he brought you out to tears. That should be enough there. It's, as you can see, it's still quite chunky. And when the black beans go in and the other ingredients go in, it'll clear up, mix pretty good. If you want to have the consistency of a burger, and you want to have it pretty choppy, but not into a paste. Some people like it into a paste. Some don't. I don't. I went ahead and put the black beans in. Go ahead. Now came with the tag still on. I'll shrink wrap to sleep. There we go. You can see where it's breaking up the beans, but not really making them too pasty. And just pulse it just a little bit before you start adding the other stuff. Next, we'll put the breadcrumbs. I just pour them right in there because I'm going to pulse it anyway. One of my dream machines is to get a real nice food processor. I'm the precious thing you see. You're going to have to do a little hand mixing here because it's not going to blend real well. There we go. Now is when I start flipping it around a little bit. I don't want to take the blade out because I don't want it to mess it up too much. Now you see it's pretty dry. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's pretty dry right now. I'm going to add probably the equivalent of 2 egg whites. So I reach over here. The equivalent of 2 egg whites with this. And this is colored a yellow color so that it looks like egg still. And then binds it together. There we go. A little more color. Grass on the other side, my eyes are green. You sat down, back down, you set me free. I bet you chased him up. There we go. And that's about as thick as you want it. Oops, I just spilled my cayenne pepper. So I'm going to put the cayenne pepper in there, and spin it a little bit more, and then we'll get to the frying. Okay, the recipe that I did makes about 4 good-sized burgers. What I've done over here is in the pan I've sprayed it with some spray Pam or some cooking spray of any choice you want. I let the pan get a little bit warm, and then I'll go ahead and turn it down a little bit. Let's put one of the burgers in. Now my burgers turned out a little bit more pasty than I had hoped because I was filming, but that's okay because they'll fry up nicely. I might as well put 2 of them in there. They're not as solid as regular burgers, but they're already cooked. Now the egg, I do like to cook it through so that the egg gets cooked because that is real egg. But I'm going to fry these now, and I'll come back to you in a moment. Okay, as you can probably see there, they're starting to get a little brown. I flipped them once. You want them to cook. You want them to be hot all the way through, and the egg helps to bind them, and it makes them a little firmer when it does cook all the way through. Also, one of the things that I like to do, it's totally up to you the way you do it, I like to have it just a little bit charred. I burn it just a tiny bit. It gives it more of a, I don't know, it gives it more of a barbecue or grilled taste to it to me. And I honestly don't taste it doesn't taste like beans to me. I thought it would taste like beans. And I thought it would be much darker, but it's more of it looks more like ground beef than anything else. And because of the flavoring in it with the onion and the pepper, and that cayenne pepper really helps quite a bit. Just that little bit. To me, it's a great burger substitute. It doesn't taste just like a burger, but you know, that's always the condiments you put on it anyway. So you can put some mustard or ketchup or all that other stuff. I really don't put much on it. I like it the way it is. Most times I'll just eat it without any bread. I'll just put it on the plate. And there we go, a finished nice black bean burger with a little bit of no-fat mayonnaise on it just to show it off. It looks really good. A little bit of, I've got it on rye bread. I don't have any buns because I don't eat white bread anymore. So that's the black bean burger. Looks like a real burger to me. It actually has a good burger taste to it to me. And again, that's the flavoring that's put in there. Okay, there you go. That's how to make a black bean burger. I'm going to go eat a black bean burger. I'll talk to you later. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.